Looking for the real scoop on Alpha Blend? Well, you've come to the right place. So let's begin with this gorgeous color, Tres Leches Blonde. And that means 3 milks. As if one wasn't enough. And here we have the lace front, temple to temple, on our Alpha Blend in Tres Leches. This is a inverted bob, 13 inches on the sides and 5 inches at the nape. The sides are quite long. And the density is quite medium on the heavy side, weighing in at 5.4 ounces. The air tab coverage is adequate, could have been a little bit more substantial, but if your hairline is not too low, you should be fine. However, the seams really could have been done a little bit neater on the sewing. More specifically, the seam on the left was sewn much more neatly than the seam on the right side. So what happened there remains a mystery. As much as I adore Belle Tress as a brand, I would like to see some improvement in the quality of the sewing of the seams on the interior of the cap construction. Please let me know of your experience in the comments. And now for Root Beer Float Blonde. In Shakerato. Compared to Tres Leches Blonde. Let me know if you agree that these two colors are quite similar, with Tres Leches being somewhat lighter. Alpha Blend weighs in at 5.4 ounces. Shakerato, on the other hand, weighs in at 4.9 ounces and is certainly lighter in density for a longer style. Both of these wigs fit my 21.70-inch head very comfortably. I would add that Shakerato is more on the petite side than Alpha Blend, which is a true average for a 22-inch head, give or take. Next up, we have inside of the cap look-see on our Alpha Blend with a temple-to-temple lace front and left monofilament part. Velvet-covered ear tabs with metal stays open wefted in the back. And she has pull strap bra adjusters, no permatease whatsoever, and she does not have an extended nape. I did sew in a wig comb to provide extra security. Personally, I do prefer an extended nape because I feel that the fit is definitely more secure with that added feature. The real scoop on the ear tab coverage could have been more significant, in my opinion, and the lack of the extended nape was another factor in the wig sliding upward on my head circumference. I thought this style could have benefited from the extended nape, in my opinion. Also, I had to steam the front layers off the face as I wanted to see where I was going and driving. So that was necessary, in my opinion. And as we all know, steaming a wig can be tricky business and is an acquired skill set. Dare I say, always done at your own risk. Despite the aforementioned, I have to give this wig an 8 out of 10, because truly I do like the inverted bob style. Very attractive. And suitable for most face shapes. And here is our shakerato, always ready for a night out on the town. Fabulous movement and perfect density. Light, but not too light. And look at the blending on that root beer float. On this particular style, I think she's a winner. And it's a 10 out of 10 for shakerato. And coming up next is the ever popular and everyone's favorite Butterbeer Blonde. And everyone who likes a beautiful blonde from Belle Tress usually gravitates to the Butterbeer Blonde for sure. And Caliente, also a favorite style. However, I wish the density in Caliente was a little bit more significant, as she only weighs in at 3.8 ounces, and sometimes the coverage at the wefting leaves something to be desired. That is not the case with Alpha Blend. You will certainly have adequate coverage at the wefts. Therefore, all things considered, I have to give Caliente a 9 out of 10. Do note the fit on Caliente is most assuredly a petite fit, with no permatease, and probably fits the most petite of all the wigs in the Cafe collection. On to the rooting, which clearly is warmer and less dark on the Butterbeer Blonde when compared to the Tres Leches, a darker root for sure, and less warm. Bringing up the rear is Bombshell Blonde. In the style Kushikamana 18 inches, weighing in at 5.3 ounces. For a long straight wig, she's quite light in density. Bombshell Blonde being the brightest in my opinion. And a little bit on the warmer side. Tres Leches being a little bit more on the ashy to neutral tone with a darker root. Kushikamana has no permatease and does fit on a petite average head, for sure. I would have liked to have seen a tad more density on the Kushikamana. Therefore, she gets a 9.5 out of 10. In conclusion, thank you for stopping by for The Real Scoop.